Alright, so pickling eggs. First thing was to find a jar. That's a dozen eggs. Obviously, still in the shell, still raw. Plus the amount of liquid that they're saying to put in. I'm thinking that jar is just about going to work. By the time I shell them, they should squish in there just about right. Let's hope. Otherwise, I'll be eating a boiled egg or two. We're going to try steaming the eggs instead of boiling them to get our hard-boiled eggs. And then once that's done, we are going to make our pickling mixture, which is a bit of garlic, mustard seed, dill, red onion, apple cider vinegar, salt, water, and a mystery guest. I'm going to add that in. Let's see what that does for us. I'll show you what that is a little later. We got the pot steaming, and the directions say put in the eggs carefully, cover, lower the heat to like a medium, and steam them for 15 minutes. We'll see what we get. And don't crack them. Okay, while that's cooking, I gave our jar a good scrubbing. Now it's just full of hot water, just to kind of keep the jar tempered. We'll dump that out just before we put in the hot pickling and the boiled eggs. The rest of this is just getting together the pickling. So, figure out where I hid my notes here. And we're looking at 12 eggs, obviously. Medium onion, sliced. A small bunch of dill. Half a teaspoon of mustard seed. Let's see. 1 clove of garlic. Halved, cut in half. 1 1/4 cups of apple cider vinegar, 3/4 of a cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of salt. And then, of course, this, which is a roasted beet. I used a golden beet instead of a red beet. I know it's kind of traditional for pickled eggs to be that bright red, but I'm trying something different. What the heck? I'm thinking golden eggs might be cool. So, I'm going to get the onion chopped up and get all this together in a saucepan. You're supposed to bring it up and get it at a low boil for a minute or two. So, we'll go ahead and get that done. For those of you who haven't seen golden beets before, same thing as a red beet, except not nearly as red. And when you get it all over your hands, they're only kind of yellowish instead of bright red. Almost got my hands bright red by dropping my paring knife and went to catch it and then remembered that it's razor sharp and maybe I should just let it fall. Yes, I washed it before I finished peeling this. Alright, gonna dice this up and get it in the pot with the rest of the ingredients. There's everybody but the mustard seed, which I spilled a few of on my cutting board trying to film. Derp. See if we can just fix that. Okay. And the liquid, which is 1 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar and then 3/4 of a cup of water to make 2 cups. Alright, we'll get that simmering. Sounds like the eggs are ready. Gonna move them into a water bath, a cool water bath, and we'll be going here soon. So 15 minutes, and it says take them directly from here into an ice bath. Man, I hope I haven't just made like a dozen soft-boiled eggs, because I'll be eating soft-boiled eggs for a few days. Feel hot enough. Yep, that one felt hot enough. Ouch. Alright. I need a little more ice. Okay, there we go. Gonna let them cool off for, I think, 15-20 minutes, and then we'll try peeling them, see if steaming them really does work better than boiling. It's been 20 minutes. Peeled a couple of them. It's not like they're slipping out of the shells or anything, but no real problems peeling them so far, so it seems like steaming works okay. Got all the eggs peeled. Had problems with about a third of them, and I cannot help but notice that, I don't know if you can see this, but I definitely can. The third I had a problem with are the biggest ones. All the biggest ones fought me. The smaller ones seem to come out okay. So I am thinking it's a timing issue. Maybe they needed a minute more in the steam. Maybe they needed a minute more in the cold water. But for whatever reason, the big ones fought me. The little ones didn't. So the eggs are ready. I got more hot water in there, making sure that's tempered and we're not going to have a problem there. This has been on a simmer for a couple of minutes. Actually, probably about 10-12 minutes. So I think what we're going to do is put in about a third of the eggs, put some of this in, try and make sure we have the air bubbles out, a third of the eggs. We'll just go at it like that, see what we come up with. Alright, so there's the color we're going to end up with. Like I said, tradition is a bright red. I really think the beets are in there just so you can tell how far the pickling has gone into the eggs. So I see no wrong with a golden egg. We'll see. As I thought, once we peel the eggs, there's plenty of room. See, that top egg is still well below the top. So we should be good there. And get the last of the pickling liquid in there. And unfortunately, we won't know a thing for a couple of weeks. Alright, there we go. I shut the lid, moved it around a little bit, got out the air bubbles, tapped it some, and then topped it off. I am left with, probably because of the beets, putting in that, so I've got a little bit left, nothing major. Gonna let this cool, probably here on the counter for 10 or 15 minutes, then it's off to the fridge. And it needs to pickle for a week to 10 days minimum, probably 10 days minimum really. And it's supposed to be ready for sure in about 2 weeks.